Hello, so today in this video we're going to look at the basic features of the app called Google Meet. Now Google Meet is just a platform that enables you to communicate and to get in touch with people, right? So now the first thing that you need to make sure every time you enter Google Meet is to press these three lines and to check if the email ID that you're using is the right email ID. Now sometimes you might meet people or communicate with people for personal reasons, and that time you can use your personal email ID. But when you are doing it as an institution or as part of your institution, then you must use the professional email ID. Now the next thing that you need to know is the plus symbol here is for you to create a new meeting. Okay, the plus symbol is for you to create a new meeting. So when you press this, automatically what happens is a new meeting which will be created. It will be this pop-up that will come up on your, which will say share. So basically you think not for yourself to create a meeting to talk to others. So how on others? Now there are two ways. Number meeting this way and invite people by the other option would be to and that I will be showing you a little. Okay, so now let's just press this share, and you can share it either by email or Facebook, but I feel WhatsApp is the easier. I'm clicking on WhatsApp and I'm going to share this with say this person. Okay, and I'm sharing it and the link is going. So I press this and the link is gone. So after that, back here. Now what happens, I'm going to take you through the base features of the app. Now these buttons which you see on the screen, the option of microphone. You can microphone and turn off your microphone. The microphone is supposed to be turned. The microphone is turned on. Remember, only you will turn your microphone on. Or it is best that you keep the microphone off. You can hear what the host presenting is speaking. Then is to end the call. Okay, that you see is called the end the call finished, and if you feel that you can just press the end the call button and leave. The third one is called the video option. You switch on the video. If it is always right that you have your video on and showing your full of respect, and also shows that you're thing. So when you turn this off, video will not be seen, rather your name would be seen in the other person. When you turn your video off, this will be able to see, and when someone video off, this is how you'll be able to see. Now sometimes you may get a D or an M depending on their initials as well. Those are the three options that you saw there. Then your speaker option here on your screen, it should have more options than this actually, but I'll take you through this. So one is speaker phone. Now what a phone option basically, normally when you talk to someone, you put the phone to your ears to hear what. In the same way, when you click phone here, you put the phone to your ear and you will have to speak. When you click the just like when you listen to music and in the same way you'll be able to hear it. It's the speaker option. Okay, speaker option, and when you click headphones into the jack, it will change from speaker to headphones. Okay, you can change that, but by default Meet will detect what type of audio you need, and it will so by default it will be always speaker, and change it as and when. And three dots all about the three dots options. Now I'm not able to show you the end screen option, but I'll show you that a little joins in. Now band of options that you see here, there are number one is the human symbol. Now under you can see my name, Mark Angelo. I am the host and I am the only person in the meeting. See that my microphone is also turned off. Same way, what will happen is as an added on, like as join, you will get to see them under. For example, now Abigail Angelo is joined in, so I'm able to see her name, and if her camera is on, she will be able to see. I will be able to see her picture. Okay, is on, I'll be able to see her face. The camera is switched off, see her face. Now for example, see is on, a camera is on to see her face or from the place that she's coming from. Now next to three options. Okay, if there will be three options. The first option is called so basically what the spin option will, the spin option, you will get to see face alone on your screen. You will not be able to have 50 people in the meeting, and if you press Angelo's face, so you press the pin icon to see only Abigail Angelo's face, and you will not be able to see the others unless like this and see Mark Angelo like that, unless you see. But by default, Meet is designed in such a way that when someone is speaking, automatically their picture or their face will come up. If you want to see all the others thing, you will have to use under this human symbol. So for example, here you can see meeting, so you're able to see Mark, Angelo and Abigail. So what happens is, as and when more and more become one under the other, one under the other, what you can do is, supposing a mic on and there's a lot of noise, just mute her mic. You can do it for others in your meeting as well. Option is called to remove. When the person is like you, or you want to remove someone from the meeting if necessary, then you can press remove, removed from the call. Is that clear? Now we have the chat option. Chat option, here you can type in a message and hello and something like that, and you have a chat while the session is going on to disturb the session. This option, option, from here you can share the to whoever you request or whatever. And below that, so as I told you, there is create a meeting using Google Calendar. Creating a meeting using Google Calendar, happen to attach a PDF or a present, then that is going to show up here. So these 6 things that you need to know about Google Meet. That you need to know is that when someone is joining a meeting, what will happen is they will call. Now I'll just disconnect this call, and if I swipe up, now I'll be able to see the latest meeting. Just let's wait for that to load up. Okay, can you see here it says rejoin? Now when you have an invitation link and you are asked to join, and you see on WhatsApp, supposing there is a link on WhatsApp like this, and you're clicking the link and you click Google Meet. Okay, this is what you need to do. It will say, now here it is saying join meeting. Why it is saying join meeting is because I am the person who created the link, right? But if I am not the person who created the link, and if I'm someone else, then it's going to say ask to join. Okay, it's going to say ask to join, and then I will need to press ask to join. Only then I will be able to join the meeting. So let me see if I can show you that. Okay, now what I've done is I've changed my email ID. Now this link is created, this meeting is created from Mark Angelo. That is my email ID, right? Now I'm using a professional email ID. I've changed the email ID in Google Meet. Now I'm going to press this link. I'm going to show you what it will show me now. Since I was not added in Google Calendar, it's going to give me this option which says ask to join. Now see, there was a difference. There it's a join meeting, because I created the meeting, it's just giving me an option to join. So if I press that, I'll straight away go into the meeting. But since I am not the person who created this, I have to press ask to join. And when I press ask to join, what will happen is the other person will get an option on the screen which will say someone by so and so name wants to join. Okay, so that will be the option come up to join in. Now see what happens. This, when you create a meeting link with someone, and if they press the link, what will come up? Someone named so and so wants to. So you can just either admit them if you know the entry, if you don't know them. So the mic is on. I can turn off so that there is no problem. In the same way, you can even remove her from the call if you require. So once again, I'm telling this is to turn on and turn, this is to end the call, this is to turn on off your video, this is the difference. And here now when you see, you get an option to save, it says presents, but it's not coming up here. I don't know for what. Normally under this, which will say captions, if you press, you will get to see as your speak person, so the people in the meeting will get to see the words, whatever you're speaking will the screen. Then the other thing is come up here. So when you give present screen, basically means is you're going to share what is on your with someone else. So when you say start, what will happen is for example, let me try if I can show to you. Just give me a minute. Present screen. Start. When Abigail starts present, her screen will look. Now how did she manage? She pressed the 3 dots of her screen. Okay, now look at the screen. See, can you switch camera, turn on caption? Turns on captions, what will happen is every she is speaking will come up on a screen. Can you see whatever I am speaking because coming up on the screen? In the same way, when you turn on, whatever you're speaking will be shown in screen. The next option is called presenting. So here it says stop presenting. It will be present screen. You press present screen, it will say one pop-up will come, then you can say start now. And what will happen, you will be able to show them from your phone. Supposing you have a PowerPoint, share it, you want them to see, you have to press start presenting and then show a YouTube video. From here you toggle and then go to the YouTube video or whatever, and you can always show. So for example, I'm just trying it out from an idea about it. So for example, can you see your video as well? So now we were able to present. Okay, we were able to do. Just give me a second. Here under this three dots, you'll have turn on present screen also. And if you want them to see the words, want to share your screen, a PowerPoint, a YouTube reel, or a picture, anything. And this basically means you're using your front camera. You can also use the back camera as well. Okay, about Google Meet. That's all about Google Meet. And this I'm going to do here now. I'll just end this call. Here you will say use a meeting code. So here now, supposing someone sends you a meeting code, you can use just the last few alphabets. I'll tell you which one. For example, this is the code. After the slash, CNUIJFO JHV. So those are the things that you will need to use. Okay, so you can just key in that here and click join meeting and you will be able to join. So first thing is that you can create a meeting, share the link. When someone else joins, you will need to admit them or deny entry. Then you can turn on your microphone when needed, turn on your video when needed. You can present your screen and present slides or videos or jams or whatever. You can turn on captions, and you can also, when you finish, you can just click stop presenting. You can join the meeting using the meeting code. The human symbol basically has all the people in the meeting, their names, and their video will be there. You'll be able to see their pictures or their symbols. You will be able to mute. If you're the host, you'll be able to pin them to your screen, to mute their call, to remove them from the call as well. The chat option is just to have a chat in case you don't want to disturb the session. You can chat with others on the session. And the last option would be the information option, from where you can share your meeting link. Now how you need to download this is, you need to just go into Play Store. Let me try and show you that. You can just go into Play Store, then you can just search for Meet. So here it is saying in uninstall or open, but if at all it's not that way, you'll get an option which says install. So you can press install and that will install. And once it's installed, you'll get a list of email IDs based on how many you have on your phone, and then you get to choose the email ID that you want to use. And every time you log into Google Meet, ensure that you're using the right email ID for the right purpose. So I hope this video was useful and gave you an insight about Google Meet. We'll come to you with more videos, and we'll also deal with the aspect of how to create a meeting using Google Calendar in my next video.